Hello, my name is Hayley and this is my channel. I would like to document everything about this journey at the moment. I've convinced my husband to have another baby, so that's what we're gonna do. So I want to, for the first time ever, actually document the trying to conceive journey as much as I can or want or how to, I'm not quite sure. Because this is the first time actually trying to conceive. Every other time it's been a oopsie. We love that oopsies, but yeah, we're going to actually try this time, which is quite weird because every other time we've had a baby, we've already been pregnant for like 5 to 6 weeks before we find out. 4, 5, 6-ish weeks before we find out. So this is the first time I'm like, oh, I can't just go buy stuff. I'm not already pregnant. So yeah, I want to take you along on this journey with me. And yeah, it's gonna be very exciting, and because it's gonna be the last baby, 100% going to be the last baby, I want to make sure I document everything, to remember everything, no matter like the downs, the lows, the lows and the highs, all that stuff, documenting, putting the bedroom together, because at the moment we don't have laundry on the table, but we have it in the guest room, so of course I have to show that. We have, oops, this guest room, so I'd put the cot there, and then on the guest bed, that's where that would still stay, and then on the trickier nights, baby will be in his cot. I'm assuming, I don't know why I keep saying he, like we don't know it exists yet, but we have 3 boys, so anyways, yeah, on the trickier nights, whoever is having the night, aka me because I breastfeed, will be sleeping on that bed, and there I will still have the bassinet in our room, and Augie's room's just there, but he's having a nap, and then Jonah's room's just down there. But yeah, I want to document this whole journey because this will be the first time, I said it 2 seconds ago, but like the first time we actually are trying for a baby. And it's actually really exciting, so yeah. I also want to make sure I start vlogging more. I need to get more consistent. Like I'm trying to upload every Monday, I think I've changed it to, because that way I have the like weekend to edit and stuff like that. So yeah, it's currently Thursday. I'm going to document the weekend and all that stuff, update on the chickens, all that. There's a few chores I need to do, so I'm going to see if I can film that as well. But yeah, I'm really excited. I'm going to watch a few videos on trying to conceive and what their journey looks like, and pregnancy content, so I can copy it, because I may as well utilize that to hopefully help the channel grow. That's not why I'm doing it, by the way. I want another baby, as simple as that. We didn't want another one, and then we had an oopsie, and I took the morning after pill, and I got so sad because I'm like, you know what, I actually do want another baby, and like I cried about it, and took a couple of days to tell Luke that, hey, actually I want another one, and it took a week or 2 to convince him. And yeah, now this will be the first month, because even though we did it without protection a couple of times last month, it was like a couple days before my period. So like my period's just finished. This is month 1, and it is currently the Thursday the 19th of March. So month 1 of trying. I'm very excited. I'm going to make some lunch for myself, and then I'm going to write down a few things to track this trying to conceive pregnancy, what content I'd like to make it my personality for a little bit as well. And then I'd like to also make content about me studying, because I already started the process of trying to get into this course before we decided to have a baby. So I'm approved, and I start Thursday the 23rd of April for my Cert 4 in bookkeeping and accounting. So, and that's for 1.5 years, so even I'll be pregnant and have a newborn, and then by the end of the studying, if I get pregnant right now, I'll have a 7 to 8 month old baby. So I go to pregnancy, newborn, all that stage while studying. So that is another thing that gives me a lot of anxiety. But yeah, I'm going to pause this, eat some food, write down the content I'd like to make, and then tell you the content that you should hopefully be seeing from me very shortly, hopefully, because I'm so excited to have another baby. The other thing that helps a lot as well is we just had a baby. Like, our baby is 10 months old tomorrow, so we still have this capsule, the bassinet, we still have the cot. He is in a playpen on the floor because he just likes to move so much, and also we like to co-sleep with him safely. So he has a king-size bed in his playpen he can go all over, and if we want to lay with him, we can safely let him have his own side of the bed, but be with him so we can just put our hands with him rather than in the bed with both of us, even though we could do that safely. But he wiggles so much, he would take up so much room that we wouldn't be able to sleep comfortably. Anywho, yeah, we have the single prams, but also we have a double pram already. So we already have the pram for Augie and the new baby. We have the capsule, the bassinet, all the baby clothing, because even if it is a girl, most of the clothing was neutral, and like Boofy would go get a few things. We might potentially, yeah, anyways. What's other things? We have the baby carrier, we already have 2 car seats because I have 2 cars for beyond the capsule, the normal car seat from 0 to 4. So we'll just put 2 of those in one car and just have a kid's car and then the other car that the kids never go in anyways. The car seat's literally just sitting there. So yeah, we have everything for the baby other than just the baby. So it's actually quite good that we're not going out of our way any financially at all. So very exciting. Yeah, anywho, I'm gonna have lunch now. I'll make some content ideas. So I haven't made the full list yet. All I've done is literally 3 different video ideas for one trying to conceive. But I end up having lunch while the baby's asleep and wrote these in, and I can hear him wiggling. So I'm going to tell you these, and then I'm going to do the pregnancy content and then tell you that later. So the trying to conceive content I'm going to be making is each month, like, you know, we're going to do a video of like the pregnancy test. Is it successful? Is it not successful? And what I'm feeling each month. Thinking, all right, cool, my period's due. This, that, whatever, you know, how this month I feel like it went, if there's any symptoms that I'm feeling, all that stuff. Because I did just come off the Depo-Provera, like the depot shot. So I probably will take a couple months to get pregnant because I'm only coming off of it. Like, it literally has been 1 month off of it. So the 14th of February, because it's Valentine's Day, is when I was meant to go in to get my second shot, but I didn't because I hate the way that my body reacts on the shot. I was going to try something else, and I decided I'm going to have a baby anyways. So I feel like it's going to take a couple months. I'm also going to buy ovulation tests because I did just come off the depot shot, so I want to know if I'm ovulating yet or not, what my systems, what my cycles are, this, that, whatever. And I think you can get 7 tests for $15 at Chemist Warehouse. So I'm going to go buy 2 packets of those, so I have 14, and just, you know, check for the next however long now. So that's it. Another one is like, I'm going to buy the tests and start that and then film each day what the tests are. Like, you know, what the thing is, I can figure out my cycle. So that will be like a 2-week video. And then the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to Google a bunch of things to help fertility, knowing I am coming off of the Depo shot. So my fertility is going to be quite low for a little bit. So I want to know what I can do to increase the fertility sooner rather than later. Like, yeah, if there are things I can help my body progress and get the depot fully out of my system. Because even though it's been a month since it wore off, since the 3-month mark, yeah, it's still going to be affecting my system for a little bit. And yeah, so those are the 3 videos. And then each month, of course, I'm going to do the successful, non-successful pregnancy test video, and then the ovulation videos as well. So that's going to be a month-to-month situation. And then an update each month of if there's anything else I've added. Like, I'm going to try and go on prenatals, so preconception, pregnancy prenatals, so therefore that helps. And yeah, Google a lot of other foods or exercises I could do, or yeah, so that's what I'm going to try to do for the trying to conceive videos. He still seems to be asleep, so I'm going to Google some pregnancy content ideas. Because also in the trying to conceive, actually, I want to put it in a sense of weight loss, because I was meant to be doing weight loss, and I think I've maybe lost a kilo, but I haven't been serious about it. So I'm gonna do the trying to conceive is weight loss, because that's obviously going to help me. Yeah, so it has been like half an hour and baby is still asleep, and this is my list. Oh my goodness. Because this is the last pregnancy, I will be documenting everything. And like, yes, it might seem like I'm utilizing the baby to grow my YouTube channel, which yes, I will be, but also I'd be making these videos regardless of whether or not I was doing it for content. Because it's my last baby and I want to remember everything, because once you have the baby you kind of forget. Anyways, I'm left-handed and I have that freaking mark. Anyway, I'm so excited because this is gonna be the last time and I get to document everything. And just, I love watching the videos of like the weekly bump dates, this or whatever, and like, I want that. And I want to be able to go back and go back with the baby and be like, oh my goodness, like here's the thing when I was pregnant with you. And I have a few of those content things for Augie and like Jonah and Declan, the older ones. It was YouTube, like it was there, but like it wasn't that much for the content that I'd like to make. So I have photos, but I don't really have much about those pregnancies because I was 15 and 19 as well for those pregnancies. And it's just crazy to think that each time I have a baby, it's a whole, I don't know, I'm just so excited. Anyways, this is my pregnancy content, like things I'll be filming for me. And sometimes, I don't know if I'll upload everything. Some things I'll actually hit for myself, but this is all the ideas of what I want to make sure I film for those memories of like, oh, you want to get pregnant? Like, here's these videos. Like, you can't do it again because 4 kids is enough. I'm sorry. Like, I've always wanted 4 kids, but not anymore. Like, not more than that. Pregnancy content that I have is me finding out I'm pregnant. So instead of the trying to conceive monthly video, like successful, non-successful, oh my goodness, it will be a yes, oh my goodness, you know, that excitement. And then the other video will be telling Luke, because obviously I'm gonna tell him. I want to find a really cute way, so I might have to keep it to myself for a couple of days. So yeah, like I'll be talking to the camera first, but he will find out before it gets uploaded and you guys find out. Because like, I want to, maybe when I do bedtime routine, get one of those, oh, I'm a Big Brother books, and like read that and see if Luke picks up on it. I also want to maybe put a bun in the oven, and I wonder if I get like little duck figurines or geese or whatever you want to call it, the yellow baby ducks, whatever. So you have like mama duck, daddy duck, Jonah, Augie, and then just a little baby duck that has no name, and see if I do something like that, or if I put the cot together and like put the baby station like ready, because he'd be like, oh, what's that for? And it's like, oh, for the baby we're having. There's so many different ideas, because last time when I told him, we had only just got married and I had a pregnancy test from moving from my house to his house, and I'm like, all right, it's been sitting there for way too long, it's probably expired, I'll throw it out. But let me just, use it, haha, funny. I took it and it was the faintest line, and I freaked out because we'd only just moved together, we'd only just got married, we'd only just got together, essentially. It's not what we were expecting at all. We had one oopsie, we had a morning after pill. Apparently it doesn't work when you're ovulating, so, or like, yeah, ovulating and also already pregnant, if that makes sense. So like, by the time I took it, the egg and the sperm had already met, so I couldn't do very much about it. Like, I think the pills to stop, it's to kill the eggs or to shrivel up the egg, also, I don't know. Either way, they're already connected, so the pill did nothing. And I'm just, like I said, oh, I need to go to the shops, I've got something to tell you, this sort of, I was so freaking out, and I didn't think about the fact that, oh, I have something to tell you, and then didn't want to talk about it until he got home, would come across to him. All I thought was, I'm freaking out. So of course he's panicking, like, oh, what did I do? The other day did something wrong, are you okay? This, that, whatever. I'm like, no, I'm okay, I just have to talk to you when you get home. Anyways, I ended up telling him on the phone while he was at work that I might be pregnant, and then he got home and was like, well, are you? And it's like, yeah. I hated the way I told him for that one. Oh, I hated that so much. But I want to do it properly this time. I want to make sure that I'm like doing it in a sweet way and like, a cutesy, oh my goodness, way, not, oh, I have something to tell you. Also, if I have anything in my teeth, I just had seaweed, so that's what it is, I promise. Anyways, and then the third video, so that would be the first video that actually comes out of all the videos, is a video of like the pregnancy announcement, which is a little bit weird because it's going to be announcing to you guys, because I want to see how long that I can hide my pregnancy from people in my day-to-day life. But my content, I've got no followers, no views, no nothing. Like, I've got 24 subscribers, but nobody watches my content. Like, it's zero every time it watches. So that's why I don't mind sharing my pregnancy before the family actually knows, because like, I don't talk to any of my family. So the only family would know is Luke's family, which I kind of feel guilty about. But the longer I can not tell them and it just be Luke and I in the real world, like day-to-day life, the better, because nobody watches my online content anyway, so it doesn't feel like I'm going behind their back and sharing it to random other strangers and not my family. So yeah. Yeah, an announcement video of we're pregnant, and that will probably be after we have the first ultrasound. So I don't know what I'll do, what content I'll do in the sense of trying to stopping the trying to conceive content and the pregnancy content, like what I do for that 2 months while we wait for the ultrasound, while we know we're pregnant, all that stuff. So do I just like, oh, we're gonna skip this month? I don't know what I'll do. If I just be like, oh no, this month, I'm not gonna try, I'm too busy with the course stuff, I just want to leave it. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to figure out a way. Not that anybody watches anyway, so nobody will actually truly notice if I don't upload or trying to conceive content for that 1 month. Yeah. Anyways, we have the pregnancy dating scan content video, and then we have the weekly bump date, and then update of how I'm feeling, cravings, this, that, whatever, that kind of content. So that will be from 8 weeks to 39 weeks, so that's 31 videos right there that I've just easy peasy, don't have to worry about. First trimester to-do list. As soon as I find out pregnant, like, oh, okay, what do we have to do this month? Make that content, that list. Yeah, make that list for the first trimester of, we'll have to get the blood test, the ultrasound, the doctor's appointment, the midwife, booking them in, yeah, like that kind of to-do list. And second trimester would be getting the baby's room ready, because that's when you have energy. I'm sorry, that's just when you do organizing baby's clothing, all that, like making that list. Third trimester is studying dates, started doing the squats and all that exercise for your hips, because I've done that 3 times now for all 3 of my labors, and all, like the longest labor I've had is 6 hours from active labor. But the oldest, like the oldest child, I was 15. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't actually properly do the exercises. I'm like, oh, I know I need to do this. I'll maybe do it like once every 2 weeks, whatever. Jonah, I started doing them at 3rd trimester. Augie already had a kid, so I was always, you know, down squatting, you know, cleaning up, all that stuff. I made sure it had the dates, so everything. And his labor was an hour, but he was induced on his due date. So yeah, his labor was an hour. And then Augie came naturally, water broke at home from water breaking at 6:14. And then first contraction being maybe around 7. And then he was on my chest at 8:36. So an hour and a half of actual contractions, and they were like quite simple to begin with for the first like 30 minutes of getting to the hospital. Got naked, sat in the bed, got talked to all the things that were still intense there, and then like so 45 minutes of like harsh active labor and like 5 minutes of pushing, not even that, like yeah. So clearly what I do works. So that 3rd trimester, like, you know, those exercises, the dates, what I need to do, all that, put that on my to-do list. And the last little things of, I've got everything organized. All I have to do is wash the baby's clothing in sizes, because yeah, the later you wash them in the pregnancy, the cleaner, you know, they're not sitting there collecting dust, whatever. So like, you know, personally I like that to be cleaned. So there's that. And then I saw this video of pregnancy movies I am watching. So what to expect when you're pregnant, those kind of videos, like the Juno, I don't know, just I really liked watching the videos, because like, oh, they're pregnant too, you do kind of relate, and it's kind of cool to like, oh, there's so many content about, like there's so many movies about pregnancy and other journeys and what people have done and blah blah blah. Don't ever watch the ones where the baby dies. They're like, don't be stupid. You don't want to manifest that or experience that pain while also carrying a baby. It's going to freak you out. Don't do it. Watch the good videos. Finding out the gender of the baby, because that one's going to be a big one, because we have 3 boys, and honestly I don't know whether or not I want a boy or a girl, because having another boy, could you imagine a little 1.5-year-old and a newborn little baby boys? They're going to grow up so close to age, like by the time they're 3 and 4.5, they're not going to know that they're different ages. They're going to be getting along so well. They're going to play, they're going to fight. But like, that's going to be so cool, growing up 2 little baby boys, being so close, and like getting into dirt bikes together and constantly being so close, and then having their bigger brother that's only 6 years older than them, or 5.5. It's going to be so good, like having all the younger boys, and then Declan's obviously young too, he's 12, no 11, he'll be 12 by the time this baby comes. Like, isn't that crazy? Oh my goodness. I have all 4 boys. That's be so good. Like, they can look after each other so well. And then like, again, also I want a girl, like because like I haven't had a girl, so I'm like, oh, maybe like I want a girl, but then it's gonna miss out. It's gonna be the only girl there. So like, I don't know what I want. I want a girl, but I also want them to all be boys, to be so close and like so cute together. So finding out the gender. I forgot to put that one, like a gender reveal video, which will finding out the gender, same thing. And then I'm gonna make a video about. Studying, what it's like studying while pregnant, what my routine is, all that kind of stuff, and how I'm going about that. And then a kind of coincides with the studying while pregnant, like a day in a life while pregnant with a 1.5-year-old, or 1-year-old, and a 6-year-old. Because Augie's 10 months now, so by the time I am pregnant, he'll be 1. So what's that like, being pregnant with a 1-year-old and a 6-year-old while studying and also looking after the house? You know, what my day in life looks like. And then shopping slash things we bought for the baby, because even though we have everything, unfortunately when you go to the shops you're gonna be like, oh my goodness, this baby needs this, you know, that you need something new for itself. Augie had a lot of Jonah's hand-me-downs, but then he also got a few things for himself. So the next baby, even if it is another boy, we're gonna go buy another, like a few more things. Also need to get a twin pram because we'll have a 1-year-old and newborn. So things we're gonna buy. And then organising baby stuff, because even though it's on the to-do list, that is just generally going over the to-do list, what we need to do, and some things I might show that we've done. But organising baby stuff, that is going to be quite a couple of videos, I think, with putting the bed together, organising the clothing, because we have everything for the baby, because Augie's only 10 months, so like every time it doesn't fit, just shove it on the top of the cupboard. And yeah, that's going to be one of the videos, because let me take you to the old baby's room. Also already bought this thing. I got it at the op shop and it's going to be helping a lot. But this is the wardrobe to the old baby's room. And we have, hold on, like this whole box full of newborn diapers, size 2 diapers and nappies. All the clothing, I literally just shoved it there. There's newborn stuff close to the bottom, and then up the top it goes to 3 zeros, 2 zeros, and this is more 2 zeros but some zeros that don't fit. And there'll be a lot more zeros very shortly because he's growing out of that size and he's almost into size 1. So we have all the clothing we need for the baby. I actually need to take this box down because I think that's a few things that might be able to fit Augie now. Never mind, it's size 3, 4 and 5, so not quite that size yet. He's in a size 1 to 2, 1, size 0 to 1. But yeah, it's going to be quite exciting to start this journey and actually document everything, because it's the last time I'll be doing it, so you might get sick of me. Oh, I'm so excited. Alright, I'm gonna go make coffee now. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and also comment what kind of things you'd like to see from me. So I know we're going through pregnancy content, but what else would you like to see me? Like what questions, or would you like to know who I am? Anything that you're curious about or want to see, or you know, meals I make, or if I bake, or this, okay, you know, I make some mean cinnamon scrolls. So yeah, I try not to show the kids' faces too much when it comes to the older kids. When they're a baby, I'm sorry, like they've got baby faces, but by the time this baby comes you won't be able to see Augie's face because you have too much features that he will keep, whereas when they're like from 0 to 1, they're a baby. They look like a little potato. Yeah. Oh, goodness. There's a few more pregnancy content things I just thought of, like in a hospital bag, for mine, babies, daddies, the hospital stay, the pregnancy, like the birth announcement, finding the baby's teddy bear, because Augie has his little otter, but this one I want to make sure that we get, I think a goose or a duck or something like that, a goose. This is something I've already bought, but that wasn't necessarily for the baby, that was just, oh, I like a little silly goose. So anything to do with farm thing I think is going to be this baby's theme. And I actually need to frame this for Bug. So we have our niece living with us and her name's, well, her nickname's Bug, so I thought that was really cute. And then Augie has, wait, I need to put these in frames, but I laminated them because they were smaller and curved and like they were fraying at the bottom. So he has his little trucks. Yeah, we're gonna laminate those, even though that's not actually his theme. That's what's happening. I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, like and subscribe, comment what kind of content you'd like to see from me, and thank you so much for watching. I actually really appreciate if you have watched. If you want to share it to a few more people, please do. Get my name out there so therefore I can not have to go to work straight away. I want to at least help contribute a little bit, knowing that I'm making us have another baby. He has said yes, so I'm not fully making him. Ooh, hold on, light. But it will help if I can bring in some income. But yeah, I cannot wait to share this full journey with you. Yeah.